Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. This is JJ. Welcome to my channel. Today's pick a card is going to be all about the familiar spirit, your pet. Why did they come in your life? And what are they trying to teach you, right? And like always, the timestamps will be in the description box below, along with any announcements, how to book a reading, a Reiki session, Instagram, all of that good stuff is always in the description box below. We have two options, option one and option two. If you are very familiar with what a familiar is, then you don't have to listen to the intro. You can fast forward to your selected option. If you don't know, if you want to hear my perspective of it, then feel free to listen to the intro. So let's get started here. What is a familiar spirit? So a familiar spirit is known as a spirit guide, is a supernatural being that is believed to assist an individual on their spiritual journey, right? And there's different interpretations of what a familiar is depending on the culture and religion. So there's different interpretations, but the most common example of it will be the TV series Sabrina the Teenage Witch, that we have Salem, the black cat, right? That is a loyal companion who helps Sabrina on her journey as a young witch. So usually we associate familiars with witches. And so usually it's a small pet, it's a domesticated pet or animal. And so we have a strong connection. Like I said, they're very much always linked to witches because they come in to assist us. But I believe that pets come into our lives to assist us on our spiritual journey, whether we identify with the label as brujas, as witches, or not. And how they communicate with us usually is very psychically, and they can telepathically communicate with us at any time. And they come in at certain points and for certain reasons on our journey, and then they depart as well once the lesson has been complete. So for a lot of us, it can be a dog, it can be a cat, it can be a bird. For some of us who are a little bit more wild, a snake. For others of us, it can be spiders. I know people who have spiders in their home, right? They have them. And so it can come in different ways, in different forms. Some of us is through a pet that we adopt. Others of us is a pet that is gifted to us. And sometimes we also go and seek out the pet. So it's going to be different, but how the pet comes in usually is in a very unexpected, beautiful, magical way. And so that's why I decided to do this reading, because I always get a lot of people telling me like, JJ, can you do a pet reading? And usually before, to be quite honest, I didn't know how to put the reading together. I did not know. I couldn't find a way. But now that I have my cat, Wanda, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I guess she helped me canalizar, like channel how I'm going to bring this message forth. So, again, familiars are healers in their own way. And they come and they heal us. And they come and they teach us and help us and give us these insights. And then we have amazing readers who can read, passed away souls from familiars, and they come and they give message to their previous owners or to their owners. So that is my little view on familiars. Like I said, they can be pets of all kind. So let's get started. Let's see. Like I said, some of them are guardians. Some of them, the connection goes beyond. That's beyond this realm. That's why they choose you. That's why they come to you. And like I said, sometimes they help you release old karmic lessons. They help you bring ideas to life. They help you tap into your abundance. They help you, remind you that you are protected. Some of them Usually when familiars come in your life, usually it's because you are about to embrace a big change in your life, a big cycle in your life. Either a cycle is ending and you're starting a new one, or you're about to start a new one. And so usually for me, familiars come into your life at the heel of big changes, okay? Or you're in a big transition, or you're in a growth period of your life. And so they just come in to remind you that they're there and you're not alone. But that is what I have, and I will see you in your selected pile. Hello, if you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. These are going to be a little bit long. I feel I have so many cards for each pile. But let's have a look. Let's get started to see why did this familiar came into your life or arrived in your life. 7th chakra. Wow. To help you take the lead. So we have leader energy here. Dream the world into being. Truth transcends illusion. Interesting. Master number. So it could be that you're familiar right away, I'm getting, and you might connect a lot with ascended master energy. You might have a master number as your life path as well. It doesn't have to be 22. It can be 11 as well. It can be 33. But there's a lot of like master energy here. The strength card. So for some of you, this is a cat. Okay, just because I'm seeing the lion, you might be a Leo. And the 6 of Cups. For some of you, this is a pet that you've had since a long time. For some of you. For others of you, this is a pet that maybe your children found or you got because of your children. Oh, that sounds like my pet, Wanda. Okay. Let's see. The Sun. Okay, so right away, what I'm getting here is your familiar, your pet, or the pet that you are inquiring about is someone who is very wise. It is an old soul. It is, they are an old soul. I don't want to say it. They are an old soul. And they are very much connected to their higher self. They're very much connected to ascended masters. And so they came in your life. They arrived in your life to show you patience and strength. Okay, to kind of in some way put your ego in check. I have to say that because we do have the strength card here. To also learn how to pick your battles, but also to remind you that you are someone who is very strong, okay? For some of you, you might be single parents with that 6 of Cups there in the strength card. I do feel that this familiar arrived in your life to help you connect to everything. This is the crown chakra here. That's the 7th chakra. So maybe you came across this pet, you adopted this pet, or this pet came to you when you were on a path to Reiki for some of you, okay? Not for all of you, but for some of you in particular. Maybe on a Kundalini awakening as well, because I am seeing the snake there. But this pet came in to remind you that everything is connected. Everything is interconnected. And also to help you step into this leadership role. And Leo is very much a leader. Also to help you connect with your heart chakra. There might have been a blockage there. As well as to help you see the truth here. Because there were illusions that were keeping you away from your connection to source. From your connection. Because through the crown chakra is how we connect to our spirit guides, is how we connect to the universe. And so this particular pet came in to show you and remind you that you are always connected, and to help you push through the barriers of the illusion that we're separate, because we're not. And there might have been something from childhood too that this pet came in your life to heal. So for some of you, I know for me, and I have stopped using examples on my channel, but I will do it today. My English is broken apparently today. So um, this particular pet came in. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. 11 as I'm saying this. Okay, so this pet came in to heal something from your childhood. For example, my pet Wanda. When I was very young, I was always told not to have a cat. That was something that my dad really never allowed me to. It's one of those things as a child that I don't know, it felt really far away from me. I couldn't connect to cats in some way because my dad just never really liked them, I guess. I don't know. He said because they scratch, they're gonna scratch your eyes, and there was always this fear. And I remember when I got my pet Wanda, because my kid was like, Mom, you know, Wanda's gonna be given away to a shelter. I really want to keep her. So we kept her. But I remember when she came in my house, and I brought her home, there was that fear in me from my childhood of like, I would stay a little bit away from her because I'll be like, that thought in my head of like, oh my gosh, she's gonna scratch me, or she's gonna scratch my kids, because that was something that I was taught to believe as a child, right? So that might be something that your pet as well kind of brought up again, a childhood memory that needed to be worked through, okay? And maybe in, your pet relating to your children, that kind of also, again, it was an illusion that we needed to kind of push through and work through. And so I feel like your pet also is helping you to take the lead in your life, to be a leader. So maybe your pet has leadership like qualities to them. Their personality might be also like a leader. They might not, listen very often. They like to do their own thing. This could be a dog, a cat, okay? Like they're like, no, I do what I want kind of energy. And also this particular pet that we're inquiring about, for some of you, could be a lizard too. It could be a lizard. They are also helping you again through finding this reconnection to spirit, to dream the world that you want for yourself into being, to help you manifest the life that you want, and to also, of course, bring a lot of joy and happiness in your life, and to play, to really allow yourself to have fun, to take a moment to disconnect from your routine, to disconnect from your role, your day-to-day roles that you have. After the rain, the silver lining, relief and hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. I feel like when your pet came into your life as well, there was a lot of relief. Maybe you were going through something really big in your life. Also, I'm getting this message when your pet came in your family or formed part of your family, you also were in the journey of accepting something that maybe was difficult for you to let go of, with this woman holding her hand so close to her chest. I feel like having this pet be part of your family or part of your home brought a sense of release, a sense of joy in some way. And because I feel like your pet also is someone who does what they want to do, right? They have this leadership quality to them. You have also learned to let go of things that, you're just like, okay, my pet doesn't want to do this. So you've learned to surrender through your connection with your pet. You've learned to accept that that's who they are. And therefore, you have applied that in your life as well. Choices. Let me look at the rest of the cards here. And stability. I feel here as well Your pet might have helped you. Again, this leadership energy. I feel like your pet has like this boss, this boss energy to them. Kind of like, tell me what to do. Kind of like a lion, right? There's a mutual respect between the woman and the lion. It's kind of this energy of like the woman in this card knows how to tame this lion, because there's an understanding that if she doesn't approach this lion with respect and compassion and patience, this lion can easily cause damage to this woman here. And this lion also knows that if he or she doesn't also approach this woman with the same respect and admiration and compassion, the lion also knows that this woman can also create damage, right? So there's like this mutual understanding, mutual compassion between these two beings here, mutual respect between these two individuals here. And so I feel like it's the same here, because we have leadership energy, and I feel like your pet also is mirroring the fact that you are this powerful leader as well. You can create the stability that you want. So that is the reason why your pet came in and formed part of your family. But I feel like in order for you to become this leader, there are certain choices that you needed to make. And in order for you to make these choices, we needed to heal the illusions that we were holding on to, especially the illusion that we're separate from everything and from spirit. The illusions that were formed in childhood, maybe by a parent, to help you bring back balance and heal your inner child. And what's the best way to connect with our inner child? Is through play, is through joy, is through our sun energy, is through our essence, is through our consciousness, right? And so your pet is like, you can be this energy. Yes, your pet is giving you courage. Telepathically is letting you know you are this leader. You are this powerful leader here, pile number 1. Maybe you have encountered many different types of leaders in your life. And you always saw yourself as separate, as I could never be this leader energy. Or as like, I'm not that. Your pet is like, no, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you're compassionate about it. Yes, look at that. Connected. You and your pet. 12-12 as I said that, and then it was 11-11 when I apparently couldn't get my words out. So you're super connected to your pet. You and your pet, I wouldn't be surprised if you're like driving or you just left your home and all of a sudden you see paws everywhere. Or you see like little cats or little dogs or lizards, whatever kind of pet you have. Or you dream with your pet, or your pet follows you everywhere, or there's like you and your pet are super connected. It's such a beautiful thing here to see. And that's why there's this mutual respect between the both of you. Yeah, I feel like your pet is your conduit. Your pet is your conduit for you to step into this leadership qualities within you, because I feel like you have a hard time seeing yourself as a leader. And I'm going to read real quick here. The card conduit. It says, channel, a bridger of realities, connection to higher power. That's that energy right there. Celebration, coming home, and family awakening. So I feel like your pet came in to awaken you, to help you connect to higher power, which I've been saying that before we even looked at the guidebook here. I feel like also your pet is helping you heal the wound of feeling like you don't belong. Maybe before you had your pet, you always felt misunderstood, or maybe you felt really alone. Or maybe before having your pet, you also felt very disconnected from source, but you're seeing, like I said, especially if you're so connected and you see your pet like everywhere when you go or you leave or you go for work, it's because they're reminding you, like, no, we're connected. Even though we're not together in the same home, in the same apartment, in the same, room, we are connected. For some of you, also, I feel like your pet came in to heal your connection with your family in some way, okay? Because I'm being drawn to the families there, the little gnomes. And I do feel like your pet is helping you with your psychic abilities. For some of you, you have noticed that since you have adopted your pet, or since, again, your pet came into your life, like your psychic abilities, your connection to your spiritual gifts has improved significantly. It has become stronger. It's like your pet is your bridge. And again, they're helping you with your inner child. They are, especially giving you that sense of belonging. Higher consciousness, you guys. You have powerful pets. I love this. Number 17. To me, that's a very spiritual number in itself. Your connection to your higher self and to the universe. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have discovered new gifts since your pet formed part of the family. It's like you discovered different things, you opened different doors. Again, because your pet has allowed you to accept and let go of the things that no longer serve you, has helped you let go and make better choices for yourself. Because it's like they cleared the illusion. They helped you transcend the illusion. Yes, I'm getting this energy of you have a pet who likes to kind of go on their own. They're very hermit. Is that leadership energy? They come in when they want to. You might notice that your pet just kind of stares at you too. I'm getting that. Like your pet just like stares at you, like just looks at you. Just stares at you, like very focused on you. Um Again, I feel like they arrived in your life to help you with the sense of feeling lonely or alienated in some way. I know I mispronounced that, but you know what I mean. There's certain truths within you that your pet is helping you tap into. Yeah. It's like they're helping you step into the portal within yourself. That is beautiful. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yes, for some of you, you have a cat. You have a cat. Domestic cat. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish over dependency on others. And that might be the thing here too, that your pet is helping you heal. Maybe you were someone who was very codependent. Maybe you wanted to fit in again because there's this wound from childhood that maybe you always felt like you didn't fit in. And again, I'm sorry for the ambulance in the background. That to me is always confirmation. It's like the sense of like you didn't fit in. You felt like you didn't fit in. And because of this, some of you wanted to fit in or stayed in situations that weren't good for you because there was that fear of being alone, because there was that wounding there. And your pet is helping you strike on your own. That's why all this leadership energy, for you to have the courage to be independent. So maybe you started doing things a lot differently since you got your pet. Maybe you became more independent. Wow, two feline, and then we have the lion. That's what I was like, for many of you, you have cats. You have cheetah here, and it says, get clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. Again, that's being a leader. That's leader energy right there. And cats have that high priestess energy, right? They observe, they plan things, and then they strike. They move forward. And so I feel like your pet, again, is helping you stay focused, is helping you become the best version of yourself, and is helping you achieve a goal. It's like you're going from kitten to cheetah to lion. Okay. Yes. Because I feel here your pet at a soul level chose you, because this is evolution of the soul, and this is the creator here. I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But it's like you have persevered a lot. You've gone through a lot. You probably had a really tough life or journey. And all of this has been preparing you. The difficult road that you walked on has been preparing you. And that's why you're a leader. That's why you're this amazing leader. And this pet came in to remind you that you don't need to prepare anymore. You already did all the preparing. And that you're ready to strike out on your own. Do your thing. Yes, for you to take responsibility. So maybe in some way you didn't want to. And that might be the choices. You knew there's certain choices that you needed to make, but again, you didn't want to take the responsibility, or you didn't feel ready for the responsibility. And having a pet in itself is a lot of responsibility. So that is the first step already for you, taking responsibility. Again, 1111, 333, 222. And to help you become one with yourself, 888, for you to blossom. That is the reason why your pet came in to your life. That's why they arrived. For some of you, like I said, you've had this pet since you were young. Maybe this pet is no longer with you. For some of you, they have passed on to the spiritual realm. For others of you, this is a pet who recently formed part of your family. But that is the reason why. That is what they're teaching you. But that is what I have for you, pile number 1. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Happy Friday. Stay hydrated. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. I hope you guys are doing well. If you chose this pile, then this is your message. I forgot to mention to pile number 1. This can also be applied to a message from a animal guide that is showing up in your life, even if it's not a pet that you have. But let's see, what is your message? Why did your pet arrive in your life? So we have Essence 21. To wrap up big cycles, I'm thinking 21 as in like the World card, right? Wrapping up big cycles. I feel that your pet formed part of your family when you were either, let's say, graduating or moving to a new job, moving to a new home. It's like you moved to a new home and your pet arrived, or you got a new job and then your pet arrived, or you moved from middle school to high school and your pet was there, or you were just starting school. For some of you, this could be a pet that has been with you maybe for 21 years. I don't know, for some of you, or you got your pet when you were 21, or your birthday might be on the 21st of a month. But I do feel here that your pet came in. July 20th is significant for someone. I don't know who this is for, but July 20th. So you might be a Cancer sign. I feel that your pet came in because they wanted you to connect more with your heart, okay? To free yourself from expectations, from certain projections, from certain assumptions, from certain judgments or attachments. Because I feel like your pet's lesson for you is to be fully present without fear of the unknown. So again, that's why I was saying, I feel for many of you, your pet arrived when you were in the midst of big change or stepping into the unknown. And that can be some of the examples that I gave earlier, which was you're starting a new job, you just entered a new relationship, you just became a parent, okay? Something like this. But you were stepping into the unknown. For some of you, your pet is helping you unblock your throat chakra. I don't know why. For some of you, what I'm channeling is, this is not everybody, okay? So only take it if it resonates. For some of you, you have something with glands. So like your thyroid, your parathyroid. There might have been an imbalance there. That's for some of you, okay? Okay, let's see. Wow. Yeah. For some of you, maybe your pet had, babies, okay? Or maybe for some of you, they just did. Or maybe your pet is pregnant. For some of you, you have this pet as well since childhood. Maybe your mother or father gave you this pet, or maybe this was when you left your home. So let's say you got your first job, and this is the first time you're moving out of your home. This is when this pet came in. For others of you, it could be a rabbit too as well. Okay, that could be your pet, your familiar. But I feel like ever since you got your pet, a lot of lucky things started happening in your life. For some of you, your pet even met your kids. Okay, they've been there for a long time. That they weren't just your pets, now they're your kids' pets too. For some of you, your pet might be brown like this, like a brownish gingery color, or they might be white, like this beautiful dove. 21 again. 21 is significant here with your connection with your pet. I feel that your pet here as well is reminding you that you are free. They brought in a lot of freedom in your life. And 16, trust in divine detours. Yes, there's something about expectations. So maybe your pet is teaching you that a lot. Of like, maybe you thought that your pet was going to be a certain way. For example, let's say you thought, having a cat is going to be, maybe you had a perspective that cats are menace, energy. And then you get your cat and it's like, oh, wow, she's so chill, or he's so chill. Or maybe you're like, I got a orange cat. And then, they're saying they have a lot of energy and your cat is like so mellow. Or it might be the opposite. You got a particular pet and then you're like, they're going to be so chill, and then turn out to be like, a little bit of a menace themselves. There's something very unexpected about your pet. You had one expectation and it happened that it wasn't that expectation, okay? It was something completely different that happened. But also because, like I said, they're helping you step into the unknown and trusting the unknown. I feel like since you got your pet as well, there's been these lucky events, like I said, and your pet is helping you find peace whenever things don't go as expected. Whenever things don't go as planned, it's like your pet sends you telepathic messages of like, it's going to work out in your favor. Don't you worry. It's going to be fine. For some of you, this is a dog as well, okay? For some of you, it could be a bird. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like For some of you, this is a pet that is just coming into your life. They're just arriving. This might be a pet that you haven't yet, like you don't have this pet yet, but it's like their soul is coming in, their essence is coming in and letting you know, like, look, this is what I'm going to teach you. They might be coming in to teach your children too, certain things here with the Page of Wands. This might be a pet who, again, they have a lot of energy with that Page of Wands. They're always up to something. They're always doing something. They have a lot of energy to them. 10 of Cups, yes, but I feel like your family is expecting them. Your family's like really excited to have this new pet, okay? For some of you, maybe you promise your kids, like, after we move in or when I get my job, I will get a pet. Something like this. That's what it feels like. But this pet is going to feel very familiar to you. For some of you, this is a pet that passed away and they kind of like are aligning things for this pet to come into your life, to bring happiness, harmony, and peace in your life, okay, and to your family. The sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. For some of you, like I said, your pet is coming in with a message of health. And I said that with the thyroid and the glands message. There's something here that your pets are helping you with, something physical, like a physical ailment of some kind, or helping you, or maybe you yourself, your family is going through, or your pet came into your life when there was like a health issue in the family. And so your pet formed part of your family when this situation happened. Come to me. Attracting like a rose. Yes, for some of you, you are attracting this pet. I feel for many of you, this pet has not arrived yet. I feel like some of you, you're in the lookout for this pet. Like you're looking for this pet. You set this intention to the universe. You're like, I want a pet who has a perfect balance of peace, but also playful, because I have kids, right? And so I want a pet who is going to be able to play with them, but also, you know, it's peaceful and it's not that much of a menace, if you will. And so, you know, a pet who's going to nourish us and bring this sense of fulfillment to the family. Maybe for some of you, you feel like you're having a pet is really going to help a particular child that you have, a fire sign. Okay, this could be a, what are they called, a service animal as well. For some of you, that you're calling in, that you're setting that intention, that you're just like, I need this this pet to assist me with my child. Okay, maybe your child has a lot of energy and you're like, well, having a pet can really help my child burn this energy out, or help my child kind of like mellow out a little bit, or ground their energy. Okay, so for some of you, like I said, this isn't a pet that you currently have, but for others of you, you do. And you know what I said might resonate with you, and that's their purpose, to come and help you with your child. Okay, because it seems like this pet came into your life when, again, like I said, you were starting something new, you were navigating something that felt very unfamiliar, or something that you really needed that assistance, and this pet showed up. And they come in to nourish you, to give that support, to remind you that you're not alone, and to also remind you that you need to take care of yourself. Maybe you're someone who's very busy. Maybe you're someone who has a lot going on. Maybe you are a parent. Maybe you take care of a parent. Maybe you take care of, you know, of everybody. And your pet is like, okay, wait, like you need to take care of yourself. Maybe your pet likes to sleep with you, for some of you, okay? And they send you a lot of healing energy. For others of you, your pet is also helping you align with abundance, with your desires. Is reminding you that we attract things. We don't always have to chase things. Okay, that we need to trust that if spirit is pushing us in a different direction or on a different path, it's because that is going to align us to the abundance or to that desire which we want. Just go. For some of you, like I said, there was something that you did. There was something that you did, that you just left, you went, you were like, it was time to go. It was time for me to continue on my path. It was time for me to move in a different direction. And so your pet came to you. You called your pet. You were like, I need a companion that's going to walk with me on this detour, because you were on a new journey. And this could have been a journey of starting your own family or finding your 10 of cups. And having your pets brought a lot of peace to you. Yes, they're here to nurture you. They have this like divine feminine energy to them, because they're reminding you too that you are this divine feminine. They're helping you heal the divine feminine within you as well. There's something with mother, so maybe they're bringing in mother healing, or healing to, again, your family. Create. But that's Empress energy too, right? Empress energy is you create, you attract. It's creativity. It's trusting. That's divine feminine. And step by step, yes. So your pet is like taking one step at a time. Just go. Just get started. Just get that paper and that pen and see what happens. Don't overthink it. Trust what you're feeling. Trust your gut. Yeah, I feel like your pet follows you around a lot. And then we have here the peaceful warrior. Yeah, every battle doesn't have to be fought eye for an eye kind of thing. There's a lot of, like, I feel like for a lot of you, this pet came into your life when there's something about kids. I don't know if you lost a kid. That's for some of you. I know that's triggering, so only take it if it resonates. For others of you, it's when right before you became a parent. Right before you became a parent. So let's say, for example, you've always wanted to have kids, right? This is the image that I'm getting. 1144. It's like you've always wanted to be a parent. And somehow you have like surrendered it completely. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to get a pet. I'm going to be a parent of a pet. Okay. You get your pet. And then like a couple of months later, you find out that you're pregnant. Or a year later, you find out that you're pregnant. And again, this feels that's why your pet feels like with them came a big change. Or they came in to kind of like put you on that path. And so that's what it feels like. But they came in to nourish you. Acceptance. Pile number 1 also got this. For some of you, maybe you do have a rat as a pet. Or a hamster. I was going to say gerbil. Chinchilla. I don't know. I know this is a rat, but I mean, you can have something similar. It's like they came in to open a new door for you. A window, actually. Not even a door. It was a window. And they brought healing to your physical body in some way. That's something that I am picking up here. I want to read this one here because I read that for pile 1. Let's see. $23. Peaceful warrior, shield, truth keeper, shelter, sanctuary, safekeeping, and justice. Yes, you were overdoing something. Something was, there was a self-sabotaging behavior here that I feel like your pet kind of helped you detach from that. Bring balance back into that. There was some type of destructive thoughts. It kind of felt like a endless loop of self-sabotage. And so by having this pet, by focusing on the pet, you were able to let go of something else. Maybe you were hyper focusing on something. And because when we do that, you know, sometimes we create a little bit more resistance and we create a little bit more blockages because we start, you know, overthinking things. And so I feel like by having your pet, it kind of allowed you to surrender. Therefore, it's like the answer came in. Something got resolved. Something got solved here. Yeah, it's like you were trying to control something and then by you focusing on or in your pet or on your pet, it kind of like allowed things to fall into place. Your pet wants you to know that they chose you. They chose you. That's significant. I don't know why, but they're saying I chose them. So they chose you. Yes, they came in to help you zoom out of something, Valeriana. They helped you zoom out of something. You were hyper focused on something which was creating a lot of anxiety and worry. Condor, you're too enmeshed in this situation, you guys. Yes. You were too enmeshed. You were too focused on something. You had tunnel vision on something. So you had to take a step back. And so look how beautiful this is, how powerful this is. Your pet came in and they were like, okay, you know what? Pile number 2 is too focused on something. Let her get distracted with me. And so to help you see things, the bigger picture, right? It says you're too enmeshed in this situation. So step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Yeah. Before you set off on this journey and just go, like, hold up, let's think about it. Let's think about it here. But Condor is also eating away what does not, what is dead, right? Wow, that is crazy. Can you tell I'm shocked? Then we have Meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. So I feel like also a sense of community. Having your pet opened you up to a new community, or seeing connections in a different way, connecting with other people who think just like you. Maybe you do have a cat. Because I don't know if you have a meerkat, but if you do, that would be so cool. I don't know, honestly. I don't know if that's possible, but... And then we have soul is royalty, extraordinary regal presence, step into your own personal power, living your purpose as a leader. So again, they're helping you step into this leadership energy. This always gives me Lady Gaga vibes. So maybe you love Lady Gaga. I don't know. Maybe you love her music. But that's why they're like, I chose them. They chose you. Honor your agreement, mission and motion. Yeah. They came in to help you fulfill a mission. That was their agreement. That is their agreement. That is their lesson. And to help you put a mission in motion too. To help you take something step by step. To help you go and, embrace this new journey. But to not get enmeshed by it. To help you detach. And then we have compassion, higher heart opening. Yes. 11:11. Helping you connect with your emotions, with your heart chakra, with the energy of compassion, of grace, of patience, of understanding, of believing, of trust. And trust in the universe is what I'm hearing. Trust in your guides. And also trusting what you feel and what you pick up on. But your pet loves you very, very much. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that this resonated. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye.